Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It's kind of windy, so I'm hoping you're going to be able to hear me. Wanted to jump on for a little bit and do day 11 of 21 days to a more conscious life. Hope everybody's had a good start to their weekend. Had to move a bunch of personal belongings yesterday, so it's a busy day running errands and stuff, and today's been a bit more chill, which is nice. So I hope you're well, and if not, and you need some extra love, I'm sending you that too. For sure. Blessings. Okay, so day 11, I figured we could talk about minimalism and how it can expand our consciousness by being aware of the things that we bring into our surroundings, right? We kind of talked about that with our body. We can also expand that to what we're bringing into our environment as far as personal possessions go. You know, we live in such a consumerist society where consumerism is just running rampant, and I think a lot of us don't even recognize that it's there. You know, I know for my own self at some point, you know, it wasn't even like a conscious thing. You know, I'd go into Costco and, oh, those cups are pretty, you know, and it's like I felt like I wanted them because I like their color or, you know, the texture of them or whatever. And not that I don't love Costco, because I do, for sure. And I think so many stores, you know, especially women and children. We've had some laws, changes around marketing towards children here recently, but women too. Around, you know, we're marketed to so heavily to buy more products and more products and more products. And, you know, taking a sweep through our houses and looking through our cupboards underneath our sinks and our medicine cabinets, how much makeup we have, how many hair products we have, how much clothes we have. You know, I think a really great rule for clothes, you know, if you haven't worn something in a year, it's probably time to get rid of it, because chances are you probably won't wear it again. You know, I know for me, that's something I've always been really good with, is going through my closets on a regular basis and getting rid of stuff. And I still keep stuff, you know, if I haven't worn it in a while, but because I know I'll wear it with a certain outfit, or, you know, I will wear it at some point. But I really try to minimally do that. I think our bathroom closets, you know, towels and sheets and dishes, and there's so many layers, you know, things that we decorate our houses with and that kind of thing. So many layers that we can just acquire an enormous amount of things. And as we start looking at, like, why do I have this? Why am I acquiring all of these things? What is the reason that I am bringing this into my environment or my space? And kind of going in with just questions, you know, asking ourselves some questions around reasoning for having particular things, you know, why we're doing what we're doing is a really good thing. And that accepts or sets a good example for our children too. If we have kids, let them be involved in that process. Stuff that we're no longer using, can donate or sell, you know, if you're a Craigslist fan or would like to get rid of things that way. But I think the less things that we have in our environment, the more focused we can be, and too, it's like, does this item bring me happiness? You know, when we're deciding if we want to keep something or why things are in our environment, just asking a few simple questions around, you know, why do I have this? Do I need it? Do I use it? Is it useful? Will I use it? And do I love it? Was it given to me by somebody who's important to me or special to me? Does it bring me happiness? Does it bring me joy? And I think a lot of us get caught up in, you know, oh, I'll use it someday. I'll use it someday. And so many times when that someday comes, you either forget you have it because it's been there for so long, and you end up going to the grocery and or to the store and getting something similar or the newest, latest, greatest, the newest, latest, greatest model. And all of that stuff goes back into our environment. You know, a lot of things that we consume and are made are not recyclable. So in the United States, we don't see it out and about as clearly as you do in other countries, you know, where the trash is just there and going into the ocean. And, you know, there's not places underneath the ground or in the ground that we dig holes like we do here in the United States to put a lot of that stuff in. But even with that going back into the ground, you know, all of the properties or chemicals or anything like that goes back into the ground, which then goes back into our water or to the air around us. So keeping a tab on what we're bringing into our environment, what we're bringing into our lives, into our homes, and do we need it? Do we love it? Is it something that brings us happiness? And a cluttered mind is a confused mind, and an overwhelmed mind, an overworked mind. So getting rid of things that we no longer use or passing them on to somebody who maybe is less fortunate than us or that can use things that we are no longer using to repurpose, recycle, is a good thing. And then it allows us, again, you know, going deeper, giving us opportunities to go within, to be able to get to know ourselves on deeper levels and expand our consciousness, which in turn helps expand the consciousness of our world, which is greatly needed at this point. And I think it feeds us on a very cellular and soul level to know that we're working at bringing a higher level of awareness to us and to the people around us. Because once we start to change people around us, you know, we can't make anybody else change. We all have to do that. That's an inside job for sure. That being said, once you start making changes around you and speaking about the changes that you are making, also helps people around you be able to look at their lives in different ways and see if they'd like to make changes, even if they're not changes in the same area that you're making changes, you know, changes in their own way or things that they are comfortable or able to look at. So that's my tidbit for today. I hope that you are well and that you enjoy the rest of your weekend, that you are surrounded by love, either from yourself or your loved ones. If you're by yourself, you can love up on yourself, maybe take a bath, do some self-care. Then if you're with people that you love, let them know it. Blessings.